Good afternoon, welcome to Film Grains. I'm Andy Emmett. Thought I'd come out tonight with my two dogs for a quick walk. I'm not expecting to get anything today because, to be honest with you, it's pretty cloudless. But I have kept it simple tonight, so this will be a short video. I've literally got my drone, my gimbal and my Olympus OMD EM with a roll of Ultramax 400. So we'll see what we get. I've come out to Blorange today, which is just north of Abergavenny. Quite a steep hill to walk up now. So I'm going to get on with it and see what photos I can get and what drone footage I can take. So I shall see you guys shortly. So I've had to dip behind some rocks because it is so windy out here tonight. Even the gimbal is struggling tonight. What I have found is, I'm not sure what wind speed it is up here tonight, but what I am finding is that the gimbal, because obviously the phone is in landscape mode and it's just acting like a wind sail and blowing the gimbal around, so I'm just scared it might damage the motor actually. But yeah, just so windy up here. As you can probably see from my hair blowing around everywhere. But it is a beautiful night on the top of Blorange. I actually came up here over Christmas and there was loads of snow up here. It was a good few feet of snow. But there was actually people camping up here in a blizzard, and I thought fair play to them. I come out pretty early in the morning before sunrise and they were up here camping, and I did think fair play to them. But camping is something that I will probably end up adding to my channel. I used to do a lot of camping some years ago, and for various reasons haven't been doing as much in the last few years, but I'm definitely wanting to get out again and camp. I think there is something you can get from heading off to a location and staying there to the sunrise, to the sunset, and then getting up early morning for the sunrise in a place you'd usually have to hike quite a long way to. So I'm going to be bringing that back to the channel. This year I find myself a tent because I actually gave my tent away a couple of years back now. So I've got everything else, just not a tent, so that's all I'm waiting for now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out and doing some of that sort of video as well, so that will be coming to the channel. But for the moment, just enjoying the view of Blorange in the wind. I'm not sure it's drone weather, I'm going to be honest. It's a bit blustery up here for the drone. But certainly I'll try and get some nice shots and some nice footage on the gimbal. And so I'm just enjoying sitting up here hiding. The dogs are enjoying it as well, so yeah, it's kind of nice up here tonight. Just a shame about it's so windy and it is so cold as well, to be fair. Wish I brought my hat. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so I've just been up taking a couple of photos of Abergavenny, which is below me. You can see it all, it's beautiful down there, and Sugarloaf as well. And I've had what I put on for that is the 28mm. I think I've said before in a video that I've got sorry, the gimbal's rocking about a bit. I've got a couple of I've got a few lenses for this. I bought it as a set from a guy who just no longer used it, and I've got the 50mm lens, prime lens, which is with me. I think that was part of the kit lens when this was originally brought out all them years ago. I mean, it must be It must be 30 years old, I'd have thought, if not 35, something like that. Still works perfectly. I did get the odd light leak on it, but actually it is in beautiful condition. The guy I bought it off, I'm not sure if he had it from new or when he bought it, but he really has looked after it, so can't give enough credit to him really for looking out the way he's looked after it. But it comes in a metal case, it's beautifully presented. But anyway, so when I bought it, I got it with a 50mm lens, and he also had the 35-70, which is a Olympus lens, and then he had a I can't remember the manufacturer now, but it's a 70-200 lens, and that's a bit disappointing if I'm honest. The quality just really isn't good. Even used on a tripod, it's pretty poor. It's not sharp at all, you know, and that's across the aperture range. So I don't tend to use that anymore, and it does leave me lacking a little bit of having a longer lens, I suppose. But yeah, apart from that, it's really just nice, really just coming out of a film camera. I can't recommend it enough. You know, they're so cheap to buy nowadays. Film is expensive, but I find that helps, because what it does for me certainly is it makes me think about the shots I'm taking, and you know that it's costing me money to get to develop it, even though I develop it at home. And the reason why I do that is because I enjoy that process. I enjoy the process of literally planning a walk, coming out and taking the photos, and then going back home and developing them, and having your fingers crossed that they come out all right and there's not light leaks anywhere, or you haven't done something stupid like expose the film to light, and then you've developed the film right. You know, it's that whole process really excites me. And I do find that, or I do think that, certainly if you are struggling on your photography and just struggling to get that motivation to go out and shoot, like I have, you know, for the last sort of 3-4 years, I really haven't shot a lot, and I just lost that motivation completely to come out and actually do it. But what I have found is that picking up a film camera and sort of learning the ins and outs of, you know, getting back into film has really helped me come out and just sort of get that motivation again to come out and do it. And you don't have to develop at home. I just do it because that's what I want to do. There is plenty of labs out there that still develop. It's not particularly expensive. It's just an expense you've got to take into consideration when you burn for a load of film, and then you think, okay, I've got to send them off, and about 4 weeks later you're going to get your film through. But certainly, you know, I would recommend to anyone getting a film camera, if you're struggling for motivation, and just take it out and just go and enjoy photography again, really, and just take it back to basics. You know, it's not about having a big sensor on 1,000,000 megapixels and the most expensive lens in the world, and you know, all that sort of stuff, and having a bag way to the hilt with camera gear. You know, you can just come out with a film camera and just shoot, you know, and just, yeah, like I say, get into developing at home. It's really good, it's really fun. You know, I'm not sure the missus likes it, but you know, yeah, I do, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Obviously it does end up digital in the end, or certainly in my world it does, because I scan them and put them onto my computer and put them into Lightroom and then upload them to the internet. So at some point it does end up becoming digital, don't get me wrong, but the actual process of coming out, taking the photo, you know, if you've got a film camera with no light meter on it, you know, using a light meter app, or if you want to spend the money and get an actual light meter, you know, metering that light, understanding how all that works, you know, is good. It's a good, you know, a good principle to go back to, I think, because you know, a lot of these digital cameras now, they're so automated and they're so easy just to pick up, put in auto, point and shoot, and you know, and that's it. And the other thing is point and shoot and not actually do anything with the photo after you've got the shot. You know, at least with this, you know, it's good. I do find myself going back through the negatives that I've got sort of clipped and saved. I do find myself doing that quite often. So yeah, I would certainly, like I say, recommend it to anyone. And you know, certainly a lot of people say that the Canon A1 is the one to start with, or I think it's a Pentax K1000 or whatever it is. You know, so I've one of them cameras I would recommend going for. They're straightforward to use, and There's a lot of instructions on the internet out there about how to use them. I think actually my parents had one back in the day, and before I got this one, that was the first question I asked them. You know, have you still got your Canon A1? But unfortunately, they got rid of it when they downsized, so that was a bit of a shame. But anyway, I'm going to get off and walk around this corner a bit further because the dogs are looking at me a bit strangely. So yeah, I'm going to go and carry on shooting around the corner, and I shall see you in a bit. It's so windy! Oh God, it's so windy! My ears feel like icicles. Not sure what's so interesting here. I was going to get in and have a sniff myself for a second there. Oh, great. Bit of a pee on the camera. Always on cue by Bo. They love it though. What's over there then, Bo? Muddy water, apparently. No matter where they are, they always manage to find muddy water. But look at that view. That's Abergavenny down there. And the River Usk below. And that mountain in the distance. Skill Rig, I think it's called. Anyway, there's a remains of a church up there. Not that you can see much of it. It's National Trust. But you get a beautiful view out there as well. So me and the missus have been out there quite a few times actually. But yeah, that's a beautiful walk, that one as well. And again, you know, all these walks around Abergavenny, and now starting to be further afield, are all on my website, www.filmgrains.co.uk. Go on there, download it for free, PDF, don't have to sign up for anything. Get out here and do the walks. I say, always love to hear from people that have been out and walking in the area and bits and pieces, and see what photos people have got. Might stop here and have a photo actually. Yeah, always good to see what other people get from doing similar walks. So yeah, I'm always interested to hear from people. So drop me a line if you are out there doing the walks. Yeah, drop me a line. It's typical, time to do a time lapse, and halfway through the dog walks in front of the camera. Oh dear. Anyway, still love having them out here. Bless them. What have you found, Bo? Not bothered. Just going to find a nice place to sit to watch this sunrise go down. I think try and get another time lapse without a dog in it this time. Yeah, because I'll just turn this around. But a Sugarloaf. That's Abergavenny, and that's the National Trust Mountain, which I can't remember the name of, where the old church is. So yeah, as you can see, it's a beautiful sunset tonight. Might try to take a shot here because I quite like this rock formation here with Sugarloaf in the background, as you can see it there. Not sure if this rock face might be a little bit too dark now. I might have to take two exposures, one for the rock and then one for Sugarloaf in the background, and then blend them together in Lightroom, which probably is a sin in film photography world, but I like this shot, and I do think it's a little bit too much contrast between the light and the dark here. So I'm going to get on and take these two photos, I think, with I'll probably do three actually. I might do what the camera meters is correct, one over, one under, and then blend them together. It's 14 shots down tonight. It's amazing how many you go through, mind, when you're out somewhere like this. It's a 36 shot roll. There's the wind again. 36 shot roll, so I probably ain't going to finish it tonight, if I'm honest. But it doesn't matter, I'll have to come out another night and take some more photos somewhere else. Never need an excuse for that. I am going to sit here for a bit now and just watch the sunset nicely. Let's find somewhere to sit. I think down there looks nice. There is some cloud in the background there, just behind, quite low cloud behind the mountains. So I found my spot for the sunset. And anyway, I'm going to end the video now. So hope you guys have enjoyed this short video. Like I say, just a walk out with the Olympus and a roll of Ultramax 400. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you again in the next video. Might have to have a cheeky photo of this, I think. It's beautiful.